Once upon a time, there was a boy named Mike who lived in a small town. His father died when he was little, and his mother worked hard to take care of him. She cleaned houses and did all she could to give him a good life. She dreamed that Mike would study and have a bright future. But as he grew older, he made friendships with bad boys who were thieves. They taught him how to steal, and he learned from them. One day, his mother knew he had started stealing. His mother was worried and begged him to stop, but he didn't listen. Years went by, and she grew tired and sick from all the hard work. One day, she passed away too. Now Mike was all alone. But he had become very good at stealing. One night, Mike made dinner earlier than usual. He had a plan to steal from a house that night.
Need to fill up before tonight,
he muttered to himself. He grabbed a pack of instant noodles and boiled some water. While the water heated up, he opened the noodle packet and poured the noodles into the boiling water.
almost ready,
he said, stirring them as they cooked. He let them cook for a few minutes. After adding the seasoning, he sat down and ate it. After finishing his dinner, Mike sat in the dark, thinking about his plan.
Gotta be quick,
he muttered to himself. Pulling on a black mask and slipping a knife into his pocket, he checked the time, knowing it was late enough for the neighborhood to be asleep. He grabbed a bag and silently stepped out the door, heading towards a targeted house. Once he reached it, he carefully scanned the windows and doors, listening for any sounds inside. Satisfied everything was quiet, he slipped inside, grabbed whatever valuables he could find, gold jewelry, cash, and stuffed them into the bag. When he reached home, he counted the money and smiled. He guessed how much the gold would be worth and felt a rush of happiness. One night, after stealing from a house, Mike was walking home when he saw two police officers patrolling the street ahead. His heart raced, his breath caught in his throat.
oh no, not now,
He muttered to himself, ducking into an alley and pressing against the wall, praying they didn't see him. He watched the cops pass by, his mind spinning with fear. When they finally passed, he slipped out of the alley and hurried home. After Mike finally reached home, He dropped onto his bed and let out a heavy sigh.
Thank God.
He muttered. One night, Mike sneaked into a house. He filled his bag with valuables. But as he was searching through the drawers, he heard the wail of a police car siren approaching.
Oh no.
Mike muttered to himself, panic rising in his chest. He grabbed the bag and tried to run towards the back door. But it was too late. The cops were already there, and they caught him just as he tried to run.
Hands up!
A cop shouted. Mike's heart sank, and he dropped the bag, knowing he was caught. After he was caught, Mike was taken to jail. A few months later, he stood in court. The judge looked at him sternly.
You chose the wrong path, Mike.
The judge said.
You committed theft and broke the law. For this, you will be spending a few years behind bars.
Mike's heart dropped, realizing his future wasn't what he had imagined. After a few years in jail, the jailer called Mike.
You are free now,
he said, handing Mike his belongings. After coming out of jail, Mike stood on the sidewalk, his mind racing.
I can't stay here.
He said to himself. With that, he started his journey, not sure where he was going. Days later, he reached a small village. Mike sat under a tree, his beard long and tangled. He was exhausted. A farmer working nearby noticed him and came to him.
Oh, sir. Welcome to our village.
The farmer said.
We have been needing a saint. If you stay, we will be prosperous.
The farmer hurried to his house and brought a tray of food for Mike. Mike looked at the tray: bread, roasted chicken, water, vegetables, rice, and rice porridge, and shook his head.
I can't eat chicken.
He said.
We don't hurt any animals for our taste buds.
Mike ate the meal, leaving the chicken untouched. Soon, all the villagers heard about him and started gathering around him.
please. Live here with us.
One of them said. Mike hesitated.
I don't have a place to stay.
The villagers immediately arranged a small one-room house for him, and a few provided other necessities. After staying in the village for a time, Mike started craving meat. But he quickly pushed the thought away.
I can't eat meat.
He reminded himself, knowing that if he did, his secret would be out. He wasn't really a saint. One day, Mike was listening to people's problems and giving blessings when a pigeon king flew past. The pigeon stopped, its eyes wide with respect as it looked down at Mike. Then, it cooed to its flock.
I saw a saint in a nearby village. We should go take blessings from him.
Every day, the Pigeon King would come with his flock, spending time near Mike, while he gave blessings to the villagers. Mike's mouth watered every time he saw them.
I have to do something.
He thought one night. He got an idea, and a smile spread across his face. The next day, as the villagers were leaving Mike's house, the pigeons started flying back. Mike picked up one pigeon with love. One by one, all the pigeons flew away. He took the pigeon inside and cut it for his dinner. After a long time, he enjoyed every bite. After returning, the Pigeon King noticed Jojo was missing. They started getting worried because every 2 or 3 days, another pigeon would go missing. The Pigeon King decided to watch. The next day, the king hid and saw all the pigeons fly away. But Rumi was still in the saint's hand. He took Rumi inside. The Pigeon King whispered to his fellows,
Fly in if I call you.
Then the king flew quietly into the kitchen, where he saw the saint holding a knife. The king squawked,
Come!
and all the pigeons flew inside. The knife dropped from Mike's hands, and Rumi flew away. The pigeons attacked Mike, and he ran out of the house. The villagers were surprised. One of them went inside and saw feathers and bones in the kitchen. He came out and shouted,
He is not a saint. He has been eating pigeon meat.
The villagers beat Mike and threw him out of the village. Moral: honesty and kindness cannot be faked. True virtue is revealed in our actions.